What do Easter lilies and a simple acacia leaf have in common? For Freemasons, they reveal the deepest secret of the third degree, a truth about life, death, and immortality that has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. Today, we're unveiling the profound connection between springtime resurrection and the Master Mason degree. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might change how you see both Freemasonry and life itself. Every April, as spring breathes life back into the earth, humanity celebrates Easter, a festival far older than Christianity itself. It is not just a religious holiday, it is a universal human response to the rhythm of nature. For thousands of years across every culture and civilization, humans have found deep meaning in spring. Why? Because something profound happens within us when winter ends. The frozen earth awakens, flowers return, life triumphs over death once more. This isn't just poetry. It is a fundamental human instinct. We see ourselves in nature's cycle. Winter represents death, darkness, loss. Spring represents resurrection, hope, renewal, and deep in our souls, we refuse to believe that death has the final word. Think about this. 5,000 years ago in Egypt, humans were already building pyramids and creating elaborate rituals around death, not because they feared it, but because they refused to accept it as the end. Throughout history, in every corner of the world, humanity has done something remarkable. Standing at the gates of the tomb, we defy the shadow we cannot escape. We assert that our souls have worth and high destiny beyond the grave. This mighty faith is its own proof. We are part of nature, and what nature teaches us to hope is the deepest truth we can know. There is no death in nature, only transformation, only living and living again. Now here is where it gets fascinating for Freemasons. We have two stories that tell the same profound truth, the legend of Hiram, Abiff, and the life of Jesus Christ. One is taught as legend, the other as history. One uses fiction, the other fact. But both tragedies are deeply similar, profoundly simple, complete, and heartbreaking. The master builder, Hiram Abiff, was struck down in the hour of his glory, his prayer choked in his own blood. Jesus was crucified between two thieves outside the city gate. Abraham Lincoln was shot on Good Friday just as the Temple of Unity and Liberty was about to be dedicated. Do you see the pattern? Love crucified by hate, high character slain by low cunning, goodness destroyed by evil. This is the tragedy of our race, repeated in every age and land. It is appalling, it is universal, and it seems to make no sense. But here is the profound truth. This very tragedy, this seeming victory of evil, is what created humanity's heroic faith and keeps it alive. Because we refuse to accept that evil wins, we refuse to believe that Hiram and his murderers sleep in the same dust. We refuse to think that Jesus and Judas end the same way, all values erased in silence. In the name of reason, it cannot be true, else chaos were the crown of cosmos, and mud more mighty than mine. This brings us to what Edwin Booth called the profoundest, simplest, most heart-gripping tragedy known among men. The third degree of Freemasonry. If you've experienced this degree, you know everything seems shattered and lost. The scene is pathetic, confounding. It shakes the heart and makes it stand still. Yet somehow we are not dismayed because we are made to feel there is a beyond. The victim is rather set free from life than deprived of it. This is where the acacia comes in. In Freemasonry, the sprig of acacia is not just a symbol of immortality, it is a sacrament, a living truth planted in our hearts. But here is the deeper meaning that is rarely explained in lodge. The third degree doesn't end in a memorial. It ends in a manifestation of eternal life. The master builder is raised from the dead level to a living perpendicular by the strong grip of faith. Listen carefully, because this is the deepest secret Freemasonry has to teach. You are immortal here and now, not someday, not after death. Today, right now, this moment, Masonry symbolically initiates us into eternal life in the present moment. It makes us citizens of eternity in time and bids us live accordingly. Death is nothing to the soul. Eternity is today. Think about it this way. Give a person an hour to live and you put them in a cage, extend it to a day, and they're freer. Give them a year and they move in a larger orbit, but let them know they are citizens of an eternal world and they are free indeed, a master of lifetime and death, a master mason. This is the glory of going on and still to be, a glory that puts new meaning and value into our brief days and years. When we understand this, sorrows still come, heartaches still hurt, but we carry something eternal within us. So we return to where we began, acacia leaves and Easter lilies, two symbols from different traditions, united by a common hope. Easter reminds us that spring always follows winter. The acacia teaches us that life is eternal. Together they whisper the same truth. What seems like shadow to us is day to the divine. What feels like an ending is actually transformation. The sprig of acacia grows in our hearts when we cultivate it, watering it with our tears and our faith. Eventually, it becomes not just a symbol, but a sacrament in the house of our pilgrimage through life. The third degree of Freemasonry teaches us that we are not merely mortal beings hoping for immortality. We are immortal spirits learning to remember who we truly are. We are sons and daughters of the Most High, born of love and power, endowed with deathless life. The question isn't whether we will live forever. It is when we will finally become that which we already are. If this video opened your eyes to the deeper meanings of Freemasonry, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Leave a comment telling me what the acacia means to you. And remember, brother, you are a citizen of eternity.